this work? Will this not work? Who knows? Hello, Dominic. 1, 2, 1, 2, testing the microphone. Microphone tester. Yes, it does. Cool. Gotta work on this Thailand. Not lion, who knows what. Tellement de garbage ici, ça fait des années que j'ai pas venu ici. Is this B2 or not B? We do. We do a hat B, man. Need the brush, man. We need the brush. We have the nice piece of cheese right here. Continuez ça. It's pretty cool. Might zoom in, give myself a little bit of a full blast. You guys can't see much. Not too much to zoom, huh? Okay. Alright, let's continue this lion. Maybe I should have it at a different angle. Yes, gotta record stuff. Tu peux voir ce que je fais aujourd'hui. Pitch black. Thank you, Dominic. Appreciate that. Hello, Estelle. How you doing? I'm gonna continue this feast. I have to meet you very soon, no? Demain, j'ai pas grand chose. J'ai une personne qui va venir à 6h30. So if you wanna meet up tomorrow, it's pretty cool. J'ai hâte de finir ça. Parce que. You know what happened? C'est pretty cool. I was praying for a monkey holding a child, like back in October 29, 28. Puis out of nowhere, like 3 days ago, there's a Knoxville zoo that had a newborn gorilla with her mom holding the kid, and it looks exactly like I envision it. Why? I'm like mind blown that this came up to life. So I took some screenshot and I sent a message to the zoo, but I really want to figure out if I can draw a portrait of that in a massive things like this, because this is what I'm trying to look for. It's the presence of God, or a presence of something, right? So who knows? That'll be cool. If this ends up to be a drawing I'll be doing, because I don't know, man. It's pretty cool. The fact that I thought of this as an image and then it's like showing up. I didn't even put anything online, it's just showed up. So it's powerful, man. I have to go through this. And then there's another one that I want to do is another Jesus thing. It's the same size of this, same finish, touch too. So we'll see. But it's a nice because it portrays exactly the same feeling of this lion. And we may have an exhibition, man. We might have an exhibition because I went to take pictures to an event this week. Sarah Lord actually invited me there a couple of weeks ago. And then I end up there. And then somebody that managed the art stuff already had my list to contact for the next exhibition they wanted to do. So it's a fundraiser for breast cancer. And a bunch of people knows this thing. It's been going on for 15 years. I didn't even know. The person that runs it is from Jean Coutu, and he owns Jean Coutu down there as well. So a pharmacist. It's kind of nuts, man. But I've been introduced to this whole thing, and it's like my name is already on the list. Like what? So, anyways, who knows what's gonna happen? But it's giving me a confirmation to me that I keep going when I'm doing it. Because that's what I want is to represent this life out of this thing. Because I draw some other things, and life does not appear. But certain things does, and I'm not sure exactly what that is, but the more I'm doing stuff, the more I notice where I need to do this art stuff that makes it somewhat alive. But my portrait of dogs kind of shows this like 95% of the time, so yeah, looking forward to this stuff. See how it goes. But yeah, man. Well, I have to finish this portrait. And then I'm going to jump on some other drawing I need to do. I need to do a crow. Somebody asked me to do a crow, so. Small updates. I'm excited to do a live because somehow life gives me the ability to do that. Figure it'd be a good time to do this. Stuff. c'est Tensi. What is up, Tensi? Hope you're doing well. What? Drawing a magical dog? My mom saw me protecting me from being kidnapped. Whoa, that sounds pretty intense. You're, what is that supposed to mean? Somebody kidnapped your life? How is this possible? Well, hopefully you can find your life. That's what I'm saying. I went for a walk where I used to live in the bad side of the town. Oh man. What she saw her a gigantic black dog following me up, and my blood sugar kept dropping. Oh man. So I think something bad would have happened if I kept walking because I had so many close calls. Oh man. What's going on there? That's a pretty intense day, man. That just happened like last night, like tonight. Maybe you shouldn't go there anymore. Well, I mean, it's a place that's meaningful to you, so I don't know. Oh man. Okay. I wouldn't go at random places in a very sketchy neighborhood, especially at night. That would not be recommended. But you're putting yourself in trouble there. Who knows? You're allowed to go there. And I guess life has allowed you to go there today. Well, last week. So I guess that's the warning sign you get. You're living on the edge there. But a dog did not attack you, right? Like, a dog will not go attack you. 10 seat today. I have the privilege to see people outside. It's like super nuts. The dog wasn't real. Oh, okay. That's good to know. The dog was not real. Maybe a ghost was real and you just ran out super fast. Yoy. Gotta be careful out there, man. It's crazy people like me. Definitely sketchy. Change the color of it. Let's go see 3000 temperature. Mouth is bigger than normal. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but this size is way too huge. Ah, thanks, Nancy. Yeah, been working on this for a while now. But the major part of it is the eyeball. The rest is not too important. And then I want to start doing this other one. It's a Jesus thing. It's going to be same size, same angle. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it on the right side or the left side, but it's the same size of it, 100%. The eyeball is the same way. Just the image is the same, it's just Jesus there. So I'm like, okay. When I put them together side by side, it's like, whoa, this is kind of cool. It's half and half. So to me, it's a very cool, impactful feeling, and I just can't deny what it feels like when I look at this stuff. It's all about the type of energy it's projecting to me. It's a bigger feel than normal, and it only happens from certain things. So lions seems to work. Dogs and cats seems to work. Faces of people don't seem to work. But the feeling of this life thing is giving me a sign to me like I should continue doing this stuff. And yeah, man. So I try to figure out what works. If it doesn't work, then I will try to figure out something that would work for me. Because whatever I'm doing in this stuff, it's showing up in my artwork, no matter what. That's the cool thing about being an artist in a sense, though. It's not being an artist, it's just discovering yourself through this stuff. But at the same time, it's like, there's certain things that I'm actually projecting on some of the drawings, or whatever, art thing, and it reflects something deeper than myself. And I don't know what that is. That's the cool thing about this whole thing. Once I notice this up, I'm like, okay, this don't work every time. What is that supposed to mean? And then I'm trying to figure out which one would kind of reflect that almost every time. And I seem to have the animal thing, but at the same time, it's a religious thing. It's weird, man. I don't know what to do, but I will follow what makes this personality of me reflecting in it. I can't choose that sort of thing because I'm born with this thing. That's what I'm saying, like everybody has a gift, because no matter what we think, this gift that we have been born with since the beginning, we can't choose it, it's already there. It's to try to discover that up. That is a hard thing to do, because you have to keep practicing, experiencing. To me, it's keeping experiencing life through hard work or some type of therapeutic thing. So the more I draw, the more I will find myself, because I'm drawing myself on paper. It's the same thing with journaling. Like, why not just discover myself through so much stuff? Because that's only going to lead me to know myself even more. I can't deny this whoever this guy is, Andre Boulard. They labeled me as a name, but who the heck am I? So the only way to kind of figure out this up is experience the life you've been given, man. Now, you can be gentle by experiencing things without hurting yourself, or you can go full-fledged kind of nuts. But it says to me that if I go do some crazy bars and do some party, I might hurt myself in many ways emotionally. So is it really worth it? I don't know. But doing this without hurting anybody, it's like hugging a tree and getting judged by people. Nobody cares, but at the same time, people think it's nuts. I've seen some people, man. But it's trusting the process of doing the things you've never done before, because nobody can tell you that. That's the cool thing about this whole thing. And we all have a way to express and lead in life. No matter what, everybody can be a leader. Anybody. You know, it's trusting yourself through the experience of it. That's going to lead it. And it's acceptance, right? Acceptance is a hard thing in this life. I'll tell you right now. Not fun. Hard times you're projecting your heart, but if people reject it, it's like they are rejecting your heart. Actually, it's a funny thing you say that about rejecting your heart type of thing. I think it's not about rejecting my heart in a sense. It's more about what they rejected, who they are. It's judging it on the other perspective way of somebody I can't control will judge it. Then they just judge themselves. How do I feel when I say to somebody, you can't do this? It's a very negative thing. If you really want to express yourself on the art piece and you say, no, you're not allowed to do that, and you have this amazing, great idea, and then it's like, one person would say, no, you can't do that, that's wrong. But the thing is, like, there is something wrong, but if it's not hurting anybody, why would you judge it? Something outside the norm of putting a fro on my head, people will think I'm nuts. Who said that I could not do it? People could say that. People have said that in the past. Say you should not be laughing at this thing. But the thing is, when I wear it and I do my caricature, everybody laughs at it. And I'm like, I'm bringing joy to life, and you said I cannot do it? That makes no sense to me, man. So it's trusting myself with this thing. Be gentle with things, you know? It's just like me drawing this whole thing. I have to be gentle in the eye to make it look like it's life, you know what I mean? But it's just like being careful. And enjoy the life you've been given. Because nobody can give you that. Except for yourself, really. I tend to study this stuff a lot because I study myself. See? Who knows? And it's not worth living if somebody says to you, like, you cannot, and you already have enough suffering. What is the stuff that people put on people, man? It's crazy. And it's not even hurting anybody. It's just hurting themselves, really. You don't need to limit yourself to the things you want to do. But sometimes we're afraid, and that's normal. Because it's all brand new. Where is this thought came from? I had this idea of yesterday. Ridiculous, man. Instead of paint nights, we don't need paint. Who said that? I'm breaking the rules. We don't need paint. You can be the most dumbest guy, the dumbest person, and join the paint night. And this paint night would be breaking canvases. A whole bunch of people putting a punch through the canvas, cutting and ripping off in so many ways. You don't need paint to make a paint night in this case. You know what I mean? I'm Bob Ross, and I'm the boss. I break canvases for a living. It sounds so nuts. And then you make a nice gallery of broken canvases in such a way that nobody can repeat it. You know, I would do this event. I would do this event because I ask my friend that I can somewhat trust, but I should not judge myself the confirmation that I should be doing this. But they laughed. It's like me wearing the Bob Ross nonsense. They start laughing. Who doesn't want to destroy a canvas because they don't know how to paint? So, some people that can't paint, they're saying they can't draw stick figures. You can become a canvas breaker and make you become a canvas breaker. Forget, man. Who knows? Break the rules. Life, man. Who said we need to have professional paintings? The heck is that? Why not just be Bob Ross, man? You know what I mean? I gotta put my cat because I'm so cool. I gotta put it. Maybe I should break a canvas today. Here. Here we go. I got my hat. But yeah, who said you can't break the canvas? Like, you could pick and choose. You can go to Michael's. You can go to Art Shack when it used to be there. You can you can go anywhere. You can order your canvases from Tim's, man. Tim Richard, make me a massive canvas, and then let's massively destroy this thing. Yeah. I always wanted to make a broken canvas painting, usually actually to portray anger. See how much people would love to break a canvas. The kids would laugh. The kids would enjoy, guaranteed. Some people need to remove this whatever energy they have negatively. This is a huge thing. Let them be the canvas breaker, you know? And then try to put back the canvas together, tape it. Who knows, man? Take a baseball bat, bring your own toolkits, man. Baseball bat the canvas, see where it goes. Right in the Centennial Park, you know what I mean? Just break your own canvases at Centennial Park, Moncton. Oh, I gotta mention that to Lisa, man, because she would be like, I like this idea. Who knows, man? How much time that I had frustration when I draw back then, comparing myself to others because they were so much better than me. And then I'm like, yesterday I'm like, wow, what a genius thing. It's funny thing is, I painted a painting for somebody, really honored to do this, but then I'm like, this thing was so easy. What kind of painting is that? It was only a fish and a water, that's it. And then I painted this up so fast, I don't understand how this is possible. It sold? I was mind blown. So this idea of becoming like, how can you paint something so simple without time, without feeling that you need to put time in it? And I'm like, what kind of ridiculous thing that you could do? And then paf, this idea came out of nowhere, the breaking canvases. Broke it. I've searched it online, nobody knows what this is, and it's never been a thing. But there is a thing about breaking stuff, events. Like I'm not sure, it's like Savage Room or some sort of like that. And it's all about breaking stuff to let you be, you know? It's a therapeutic thing. It's almost like punching bag, but then you're actually doing like a freaking canvas breaking. And you would have like 20 people going severely savage and sabotage the canvas and try to put it back, because sometimes something broken is beautiful. See how this message is? It's amazing. And then I thought of like, you break your canvas and then you put it back, you tape it like a ridiculous man, and then you start painting. But you paint the image of the tiger in a certain angle, you would see the face, and if you turn, you will not see it anymore. So it's like, our broken people are still alive when you turn it in a certain way. I've seen this online that people did like broken, I think it's garbage, and they put it together, and then they made a sort of nice statue of a parrot and some other type of animals, and then in a certain angle you see them all like, wow, this is cool. It's like a 3D painting, but the reality, the broken canvas would be like a broken piece, but it's not broken if you fix it. And then something broken, it's almost like a relationship. If somebody cheats on you, it's a broken thing, but the broken things can still be some healing in that. It's a powerful message in this, man. I don't know. I must do this ridiculous event of broken canvas. I already have like 3 people that were saying, I would actually love breaking my own canvas and breaking it all and trying to figure out a way to fix this nonsense. And you don't even have to fix it. You don't even have to fix it anymore. It's a mind-blowing thing I just got out of nowhere, because I painted this ridiculous nonsense and then I got paid. That's kind of a weird thing, man. And it's almost like an abstract painting. And somebody's selling this for $1 million. It's like 2 patches of blue, you know? Bam. Sold for $1 million. At least I take my time to break my canvas and try to sell it. Maybe this should be. Because it's all the frustration. I'm building up. I'm giving all the frustration through all the artists that went through so much hard times. Especially the starving artists that can't make a living. A broken canvas can make your life change. You never know. It's like, what is this idea? But you know what? I have to find a way to do this. Before I die, I would love to express myself this way. Not sure why. You know, you spend what, $3 at dollar store? You buy a couple of canvases, you snap that in half. Jordan Perkins, I got an idea for you, man. I'm an artist, but I don't paint. I break canvases for a living. I thought of this, man. Instead of paint nights, it would be canvas breaker night. I'm sharing this up because I got this idea yesterday. I was like, no way. We should have these frustrations for all the artists going through hard times. Why not break events? You know what I mean? Break a canvas and fix it back, and then try to sell it for $1 million. Because I mean, I've seen some paintings that, you know, 2 strips of colors, $4 million. I don't need this. Oh, shoot. But man, I'm gonna ask some people to see if it's a legit thing, because I mean, I already have a couple of people who wants to do it. That's kind of a nuts. But it's almost like an artist would be an artist. I paint and I canvas. I'm a canvas breaker as well. So I'm such a professional. The pain, no gain. You know what I mean? No pain, no gain. But it's more like no breaking, no gains. You gotta break your life sometimes to make a better life. You know what I mean? This is truly who I am. I can't change what I received yesterday. But canvas breaker, man, I would totally join something like this. I want to break a canvas today. I mean, I have some canvas over there. You know, like something like this, you know? It's the cheapest thing ever. Dollar store. But I imagine a massive thing. It costs you like $20. You snap it in half. You play baseball with it. I don't know. Put a hammer through it. I don't know. So many things you could do. Put a chair through it. Roll a chair, you know? Take a desk. I don't know. Take a guitar. Snap that thing in half. I don't know. I mean, guitar would be expensive, but I mean, a canvas, it's pretty good. It's acceptable. Yeah. I should do this tomorrow. Snap the canvas, man. I want to see somebody snap a canvas and put it on the marketplace. I'm too afraid to do it because it's that nuts. Man. So I'm still afraid to do this stuff because I've never seen this before. Why am I so afraid to break a canvas and put it online and sell it for like $1,000? And my the series would be the breaker, the canvas breaker. The frustrations of life repeats every day because we paint all the time and sometimes it's not perfect. Why not break it? You know? I mean, it's a therapeutic thing. Like even Ghanaian's counselor don't think of this stuff. I have to be an artist to think of this little things. Crazy, man. Oh, canvas breaker. This is the craziest thing ever. Man, any kid would join. Man, somebody that can't even paint can do it. It's beyond the skills of an artist. You don't need skills. No skills required to snap that thing in half. This is the craziest thing. Put a drill through it. I don't know, man. And then we dress up like crazy people. Yeah. Bring your own costume from Halloween. Then snap those things. Whatever you have in mind. As long as it's okay. Release the demons. Yeah. Release the demons. We need a massive place like the Coliseum, somewhere where you can do like massive damage, you know, and you could be a team collaborator. Like somebody would throw the canvas and you would, don't know, snap it with a badminton or tennis racket. You know, it's like, I don't know, you could do so much. Bring some dollar store rackets and break it up. I don't know. There's so many things you could do with a breaker. The canvas breakers. I am the canvas breaker. This is an advertisement for a new job. Who wants to do this? I want to do it. You know, we're so serious about doing this professional stuff. Forget about it. We're so stressed from doing these perfect paintings. Why not just not do a painting at all? You know? I remember times when I was so pissed off. I stopped drawing because of this. And then I realized I could punch my board. Thing snapped. I would start laughing because it's that dumb. Why did I do that? Yeah. It's only like 7 years ago, but I should not be ashamed of this because it's an idea I received over my life of the struggles of life. You know? Why you not be afraid of this? Don't be afraid to express your feelings. It reminds me of used of an idea to teach kids art in slightly clown-like costume. Yeah! It's dollar store type shot. And it's like, I feel like my own self wouldn't be accepted by the parents as myself in the way Juda scars and then other things about me. But that's just an idea and I need to learn how to teach anyways. Well, you can teach these kids how to break canvases. You don't have to teach anything. You have to, the only thing you need to do is to show up. To show up. Doesn't matter if you have whatever time life you have. It's an opportunity to let go, man. You know, and be cool. Man, you could have a truck. If we had a forklift, I would have bought like this biggest canvas and I drove the forklift right in it. The giant forklift and just drag in it. And then you could have like this cheap print of Mona Lisa, and then somehow you don't like this person. I don't want to jinx the system, but you print it all on a big thing. Who said we need to be professional? Drive the forklift right through it. We need a place for this thing, man. Man, you could have a tank. You drove the tank right in it, full blast. Masterpiece of broken stuff. I should be a YouTube channel, man. Donate money and I will go break a canvas with a freaking tank. I mean, I would not go to the point where there's a missile going in, blowing it up, but the biggest canvas on the planet, we could create it and then we could kind of like put a firework through it and then ta-da! Masterpiece. Imagine all the fire and all the sparks coming off the and everybody's like, wow, what a painter. I'm laughing alone because it's that massive. You could have a massive freaking fireworks going right through it. I don't know, man. Super laser. The everything goes, man. You could have, I mean, what's the limit, right? What's the limit? You could bring, you could bring your canvas in the, how do you say that? A spaceship to bring it to the space, and then try to throw it down. But by the time it's down here, it's already burnt. So I don't know, it wouldn't work. Just, that's too fall. But I mean, you gotta experiment. I've been so serious in my life. What the heck is that? I don't need to be serious. Who said I want to be serious? My journaling is such a sketchy thing. You know, on my walls. Who the heck does that? It's not professional. Yeah, okay, sure. Did you ever play with fireworks when you were a kid? Yeah. Of course. Fireworks it up. Drive the forklift, man. It's a giant truck. I don't know. What else you could do with this thing, you know? But then it's like safety, right? Safety hazards and all that stuff. We would probably need some fire trucks, like certain security measures. We would probably need some secure measures. But if I own a truck or I own a forklift, I would do it. Like Arnold would do it. Yeah. I own a tire and I break the tire. Canvas breaker. I'm a canvas breaker. I can see Arnold break a canvas with a tank. I should send an email to this guy. He has a tank. He owns one. Man, this could go far. Like, who does that stuff? Let your life be, man. We're so tense. Why? Because we want to be professionals. Why do we suffer to try to make some super nice details? You know? We don't need it. It's freedom. It's freedom. I see freedom in that. Just let it go. It's insane. I have to have an event for this. Arnold. Well, Arnold has a tank, man. I don't know why I felt this, but I know he has a tank. I'm a canvas breaker. I try to tank my canvases. I don't know why, but I like it. I blew up my canvas. This Andre Boulard tried to tell me to break the canvas. God. Oh man. My kid, like my niece would love to explode the canvas with a bomb. I would like to do this as a kid, but I mean, you know, limits. But surely, this event will happen. We just need to find a place where it's big enough to blow it up. We need to have some like safety measures. Like there's a way of doing things professionally. There is a way to do things professionally without killing anybody. It's a dangerous thing. Do not try this at home. Oh man. Like, you know, the bottle of Pepsi, you shake it and then you wait until it blows up. You can put some stuff in there that blows the whole thing. Well, kids like this stuff. While breaking a canvas and trying to make it back, pretty cool. And I would draw, I would do it while I am Bob Ross, the boss. Because forget about Bob Ross trying to paint. Doesn't matter, man. This broken canvas of the boss, the Bob Ross, I think it's actually way better than Bob Ross. I think that's what he wants me to do. Yes, you don't need to paint and end up on TV. All you need to do is throw your canvas and play domino. Play domino. Let it go, you know? That's what he was talking about. Paint little trees. No, break the canvases. You have to blow up your canvas to have some fun. You don't need to be a painter. Man, I should try it myself, like one of those lives. I thought of this yesterday. I have to go live and break a canvas just to showcase how it feels. But it's just my space. It's kind of small. I might have to do it over there, or even do it outside. Man, could do it outside, but could be dangerous. There's kids out there, man. Kids like me out there. We gotta do something. I mean, this is the real masterful way of doing stuff. I believe so because I experienced the laugh out of it. I'm not the only one that wants to break canvas, I can tell you that. You know, it would be only one time and only, limited editions, because every single one is broken in a different way. You may be able to actually sell it for $1 million. Yes, do it. Okay. You're like the fourth person that says yes, do it. Man, okay, so I have you on my list. we gathered all people, man. This is cool. This is expressing ourselves, right? I have to go buy a baseball bat. At least I have a toolkit for myself. Anything that you got, like 2x4, you gotta really careful, because if you break something and it goes to somebody's face, then I get in jail. And then I would be breaking myself in jail, canvases style. I don't want to do that. No. But this is an event. Nobody knows yet. This is truly I searched this on ChatGPT, and it told me this mentality of things does not exist. But Savage Room exists. So the idea of breaking stuff is there, but not canvases. So I'm like, that is a massive marketing thing. But it's not about the market. It's about letting go. And it's like, wow, I like to let people go their frustrations through that. Because they're so pissed off they quit their... I might trigger people, we might trigger people back in the art style. Somehow. You don't know. But I think if I think it exists somewhere. We could be set for this sort of thing. I see this as a positive thing. It's retriggering the artist's desire, even though you break a canvas. So, to me, it's amazing. And if this idea is so unique that nobody thought of it, then there's some type of release there that is need to be done somehow. Why did I receive that, right? So I'm seeing this that way. I'm a cool kid. Nobody limits my brain. And if you try to do it, sorry bro, but I move forward in life. You don't need to be so serious and professional in your life. You just need to be real. Trying to chase money for things, sometimes it leads the person exactly not where they need to be. They lose themselves in that. But breaking a canvas, you have no choice to let go and find yourself in certain ways. C'est powerful. I have to be this way. Because that's what I receive. I can't deny what I receive, even though it's kind of nuts. You know, I feel fear about this, but usually when I go over my fears, it creates a grateful moment that's deeper than words. This canvas thing is powerful. I will try to speak to Lisa about this. She used to manage the Inspire festivals, and there's probably an opportunity there. I heard things where aren't meant to be comfort to disturb, and disturb to be ones that need it. Or something like, see? Disturb the canvas lovers. Because I don't like the canvas sometimes, you know what I mean? If you're allowed to break the canvas, you're allowed to do anything you like. Man, some people juggles balls for a living. What the heck is that? Who does this? You don't need to be professionals juggling balls. You can break stuff. Construction. To build a building, you have to break some stuff. I wonder how people feel about breaking stuff. Because I used to break some walls when I was a kid. I put my fist right through the wall. There was one time when I was a kid, me and my brother were nuts, okay? So I was like probably like 14 years old, and he has his bedroom, okay? We're all kind of nuts anyways. And then he goes in his room, and then I'm like, okay, let's kick the door in. I'm that nuts. So I'm a destroyer of all. I put my foot through the through the door, and you know the door back then when I lived in my place with welfare type thing, the door was so thin material that it ripped in half. Okay, it ripped in half, and then my brother is laughing because because now he thinks about he thinks like it's a vending. It's like a store. You have the open half door, and you open it up, and then you have your counter. You can sell some food. You know, your canteen is now open because I smashed this. I smashed this door in half. But I mean, I've done this stuff when I was a kid. I snapped the door in half. And he has now a nice store to advertise. Stuff we done when we were a kid, we're nuts. But I have to be admitting, this is kind of reminding me of the canvas breakers. I have to go back to my childhood. I snapped some doors in half. And I was fat. I was like overweight, man. I was like a bomb. Oh man, but you know what? That's the cool thing about this. Breaking some stuff, it lets go. So I've seen some stores that are all looking good. My place, you can't even have lights on the building, okay? Because they want to keep the look of it as professional as possible, but that's putting tension to so many people. And we don't need to limit ourselves that way, because it's just a pressure that's already added to the world that's already pressured with all this cost of living. And the people and the things that on a daily basis. It's putting too much rule on a person's life. It's draining the person's freedom. And I don't like that. I don't stand for this limitation. Because I'm an artist, I am creative, I just want to be free. And what causes me to be free is part of being creative. And then I have like God, which is everything I do for, but that's the foundation of letting go, because life is already stressed out. Why would you add some stuff on top of it? But life will get harder no matter what, because there are some rules added to our stress, and we want to put more rules to look good, but what's inside is more important. You know what I mean? And that's why I go within myself to heal myself, and I see things that I nourish myself with, and that's what I want to push myself towards, that because that's what makes me move forward, and that's what drives me to want a better life. Not the rules. Rules is too much, but depending on the rules, you got to be morally correct, you know, like motives of good things. Build good works in life, you know, release, let it go. Creativity is a freedom that we can't deny that we can get. Anybody can write, anybody can say stuff, anybody can talk, anybody can do a motivator speaker, anybody can lead, anybody can walk. If you can walk, you can change your life, you know? That's how I see it. I can't deny this stuff. And if somebody tries to put rules that we can't walk, where is our freaking freedom? We're stuck and rusted in places that we don't want to be. So that's why I'm not a huge fan of people putting rules on the things that people want to live for. And it's a morally thing. You know, I'm not a person that will go to like bars and drink and hurt myself. This is not the way I live. I want to carry myself with like gentleness and patience and learning all these fruits of life that wants to to represent that, because it's healing me at the same time while I'm alive. Can't deny the gift of life, man. And the canvas breaker is part of this freedom of all the rules that we already have in this life. Why not just break the thing, you know, without hurting anybody? But obviously, that's kind of funny. You go full-fledged, man. You ask Tim Richard, the guy that is the local canvas builders, okay, for all the artists. You ask him, I would ask him to build a massive canvas, the biggest they could get. And then I would completely smash this thing with a car. If I had the bumper car or some type of, I don't know, what else is there? I would not use shotguns, but I could ask my cousin to shoot it. It's all part of this creative sense. We need to collab to make a masterpiece. Beyond words can describe. If you see, it's kind of nuts. If you see, I don't know, a deer out there that's eating the grass, just throw the canvas and put some grass on it, make him eat on that. You know, I don't know. Anything. It's to put less rules on our lives that makes us feel free. Man, what a great place to be, man. How can we express that? Super powerful. You know, our parents are putting certain rules, but they don't know how we feel. But there's some standards of taking care and being able to guide you in a better spot of don't hurt yourself. Then that's a good thing. You know, you can find some new ways to do stuff that's healthier in a sense. But man, I could go to places like wellness, what is it? Yeah, health and wellness institution, whatever. I don't know the words, but see, even that, Tim would probably get a kick out of that. He would totally support the nonsense. He's a creative guy. Anybody that I met that's creative will accept this idea because it's massive. It's an open door to let go. It can only be one time, 2 times, who knows? It can last for 5 years doing an event like that. But once a month, once or twice, do you need to pay to go in? Well, if you rent a place that's massive to make people able to destroy these canvases, then I have to rent a place and invite everybody else, and they would have like a payment to do like $5-10 or some sort. I don't know how much it would be, but to gather people in a safe place, it takes time. So that's a professionally way to do it, but we can go to a park and smash those things. Nobody tells us what to do. We have land that we pay tax on, so why not use that? You know what I mean? Our tax is our freedom in sense, if we want to put it that way. We pay for our roads. We should be able to break some canvases on the road, right? Then you would have the cops in case something happens, you know, security. If it's a massive thing, like if you have over like 50 people going nuts on a freaking some type of park somewhere, you see all these things flying off. You take a slow motion video, man. This would be like the coolest thing ever. And then you do a promotional video of the canvas breakers. Man, it sounds so cool. It sounds so cool to me. I would have so much support out of this already. It's crazy. But yeah, powerful idea. Right outside the brain of being so pro, you know? But since I actually recorded my voice talking about that stuff, I might just do a sort of a show up of who wants to invest in that. That's pretty cool. It's never been done before. That's crazy, man. If I could get Arnold to smash this thing with a tank, that's kind of insane. And who wants to invest that much money to make a canvas that big? I don't know. Where do we advertise this canvas? Who knows? It could be in front of the city hall, you know? You advertise. You have something happens, I don't know, where And then your painting becomes advertised in the most powerful museum in the world. And the thing is so massive. And it's like pieces all. And it's taped like really ghetto type, you know? And it's broken by collaborators of Hollywood actors. You know, you never know. This is kind of nuts. I see this happening. Why? We would meet so much people with this Canvas Breakers because we release the power of professional people. And then people will don't understand how the heck is this possible. And then they will wonder, like, how the heck did this guy have so many views? Well, Canvas Breakers. Canvas Breakers is such out of the freaking world that nobody does this sort of thing. I believe in this idea. We have these paint nights. Everybody's trying to do like the most beautiful thing in 20 minutes. I've seen the pain of people trying to do the best stroke fast as possible and didn't turn out right. Why would we judge ourselves that way? That touches me because I had this issue in life that when I did some drawings, I didn't feel good about myself. It's normal to feel this way sometimes, obviously. But when you're competing against people and it's all about the social network of people to make people win. So if you're not known, you already lose, even though your painting is so much more better. But then that's again, comparing yourself to other people. Who can compare yourself if you break a canvas? I don't know if you can master the level of making a broken canvas that looks better than others. I'm assuming you could. I mean, I'm thinking of this. Like, there might be a sort of domino effect of having the most cool effect of broken canvas. But then that's too much work. You gotta be fragile how you break it. Forget it. Collaboration. You know, I would not go anywhere else. That's why I didn't like paint. The reason why I didn't like paint nights, it's because it's all about showing off who's fastest. But the reality, it's not driven by the winning of the person. It's not based on the skill. It's based on the social network you have. It's such. I don't like that unfairness because it's, if you're known. I've seen people doing paint nights. And you got some Marc Doiron qui is super insane, painted something so real inside of 20 minutes and was like, what the, this guy should have been winning. But no, social network, man. So, to me, painting is a waste of time. I think broken canvassing, it's totally the way to go. I remember everyone told me to go to the art school only for the networking. They're not wrong on that, because art school, you make friends. And I have still friends from the place that I went, but I went there for free. So you may be able to get a free scholarship and try it out. You never know. So whenever you have like art stuff, you can try to submit. Don't think that if you don't get a scholarship or some sort of thing fully paid, that it's going to affirm you that you're good, because that's a fake thing to perceive. I think that a good artist should be the one that is able to judge on their own skills what is good and what is not, and then follow this up. Nobody can tell you how good you are until you find out how good you are, right? So I'm like this. I used to be very, I saw my old drawings back then. I still have my old stuff. Man, I should actually show this up today. Yeah, so give me a second, I'll show you this up. I'll show my old garbage. I'll call it garbage because it's old painting. It's all art stuff. chance, I'll try to find it. Because I put it in the box when I moved. It's somewhere. I don't know why I think it. Yes, it is. All right. You really want to see some ridiculous stuff? I tell you. Okay, I'm not sure if you've seen this, but I'll show you my old stuff. It's really ridiculous. Maybe I should go here. Second. Like, nobody sees this stuff, but these are drawings from. These are drawings from when I was 11 years old. Let's see here if I can get autofocus on my face. So, oh, I'm pretty close here. A minute. It's gonna work. It's gonna focus on my face. Okay. I'm a bit kind of wonky here. Am I too sharp? Might be too sharp. All right, I'm gonna share my garbage to you. 19%. All right. Amazing. You guys are gonna see the garbage of all. But it's all right. It's meant to be. You want to see the garbage I had when I was a kid? That's pretty cool. It's rock and roll. So I will explain this garbage. This is super old. It is so old. Yeah, second minute. I'm gonna do this instead. I gotta try this instead. So I see so. I'm too blur here. It's gonna work. Okay, maybe I should do. Yeah, gonna work. Yeah. So you see this thing, man? This is old. Look at the drawing of that. There's a PlayStation. And there's a mustache on there because I was an artist back then. And I said Yahoo because you remember the search engine? Yahoo. And then I put this hello cool people. And some other things here. But this is beyond ridiculous. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Cheap stuff, man. So I have a bunch of stuff in here. This is all like the garbage that's in this case. You'll see how well I was an artist. I just dropped all this stuff. Garbage, my friend. Man, old timers. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna do this instead, so that you guys can see what I'm doing there. It's gonna zoom on my face. Come on, focus. Focus. Okay, there's no focus there. Give me a second, I fix this. Ah, okay. human eye. Focus on that. Very much. Okay, we got this. That's so cheap. I'm not sure you can see this. This is like a dragon. But there's so many things wrong with this thing. What kind of bicep is that? That was pretty cool. And this was done, who knows what? Don't know. Man, back then I was actually practicing all this stuff. That is like anatomy. It's crazy, man. It's old. Do I have a date in here? Oh man. We have the time and the date. Wow. Okay. September 7, 2006 at 11:17 a.m. Now that's some pretty cool stuff. This is the paper that I used to work at my job. But all the scribbles I was doing. Scan. Come on. This is all the scribble I was doing on the edges. I was doing like infinite eights all the time to practice my mobility with my hand. It's crazy, man. It's pretty cool. Old stuff. But this is 2006. I have stuff from 1997. It's so old. But that's old. Where is the old stuff? Seriously. Oh man, how to draw stick figures. Okay, so I have this from 2000. That's in around the 2000 something. I drew this. I drew that. Which is pretty cool. I've seen some pictures online and I was like, yeah. But then I drew this. This stuff, stick figures. The very beginning of garbage. Right? Then I was trying to study like anatomy stuff. Man, I need to fix this. But yeah, so anatomy stuff, but then this guy is off. It doesn't work right. But I was studying like the muscles and the shoulders and all that stuff back then. I still feel the same way today. But much better gestures today. Yeah, it's super old stuff. Long time ago, cut and I joke. So this is garbage, but I will show you even the stuff from 1996. Oh man, look at this. It's still not bad, but this is back in 2000, okay? Look at the face, okay? And the proportions of, like, so many things off. Like what's this? What's that? And look at these big eyeballs. I mean, it's hard to see, but I tried to be a Dragon Ball Z fan. I failed. But it's okay. And this is my Final Fantasy inspiration from last, who knows, 2006. You know, it's Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII because I like the back of the guy doing this random thing. Ridiculous. Now, go back far out. These are 2000, year 2000, right? My shading. Look at that. Now, I was a cool kid when I was drawing this cool stuff. But Eye of the Nightmare. Ooh. There's shading in there. There's shading a lot? It's really top of the line, but not really, right? I did not know what I was doing. And then I was trying to figure out some perspective and stuff. What's this here? Oh, this is more recent, 2008, about, I think. I was doing abstract drawings with the different ideas around. So it's hard to see, but it's all connected to each other somehow. That's a milk thing. Who knows what that is? But it's all connected, and it's called the Tree of Life, because the trees are up there, and it's like a planet with a bunch of stuff. It's a cool idea, but super old. All right, let's go really back. 28. Yes, we have to go back. And this is cool because this is probably 1996. Very old. I'm not sure if I have a date on this date. It's a bunch of garbage. I want to show you how bad the shading was so that you know that you cannot go wrong when you start living an artist's life. You must go through some garbage. Alright. Man, I was not talented whatsoever. And people saying I was talented, I'm fired. So when is this? I'm not sure if there's a date. It's definitely in 1990s. Okay? I would say 96. 96. Masterpiece. Masterpiece of 96. It's so cheap made. Look at that. The waves. The waves are like, what is this? The grass is so 3D, you know? Even the benches are pretty cool. I had the whole setup. Even like, this sounds like Gaspé. But then you have like little mountains over here, right? It's pretty cool. Got some boats. This is 1996. Now this is, wow, this is almost like 30 years ago. 30 years ago, man! No, 20? I don't even know. Yes, 30 years ago. That's insane. 30 years ago, I did this. And now I'm doing that. Right? Doing this after 30 years. You tell me that this, or even that lion over there, this is what I'm doing today. I can't deny what it feels like. That's why I don't like to compare myself to other people, because this, I don't even know how I actually kept this stuff. It's crazy, man. It is. It's nuts, man. I was a fan of trucks because some kid in school wanted me to draw some trucks because he thought I was talented. Now, he gave me the ability to draw some cars, but that's the car I drew. The fire in the back, that sounds like Super Nintendo background. You know what I mean? I was playing a lot of video games back then, and that's what it looks like. It's a freaking truck. 4x4 Chevrolet. And no date on this, but it was on the wall because there's still tacky stuff on that back there. There's still tacky stuff. Is it super hard? No, it's not. It's a soft tacky thing. Man, I should put this on my wall. So cool. Oh yeah, look at this. the antenna right there. I put the antennas, not bad details. I approve. 4x4 Chevrolet. And I think I put the name wrong. I don't know. I was too young for this stuff. Man, look at this. And then this guy at school, the artist, I call the artist, thought I was pretty cool. Yeah, sure. And apparently this one, no. This one was on the wall too. Fire truck, I love it. It's a fire truck. If I see a fire truck tomorrow, I'll take a picture. Okay? Now this is the landscape of what is these sun rays of whatever this is. And look at my clouds, how set up it is. You know, it's 3 straight clouds. It's 3 straight clouds. Look at that. It looks so weird. And it's like, you can know that I was playing video games at like Super Mario Brothers, because the clouds of Super Mario Brothers was probably just straight like that. I think Mario Brothers was better. But, whatever. Look at the sun rays. At least I kind of like saw these things on the art class of these people. I was not allowed to have some art class because I was drawing in my own books. But whatever. People can't tell you what to do, man. I'm still an artist today and I'm blowing people's mind with whatever I'm doing. It's crazy, man. I repeated the same thing on this one. And not sure why I repeated this stuff, to learn something new. Don't look like something new to me. I moved the clouds. That's what I did. I moved the clouds. Now, the difference from, you know, like back then is my friend was saying she tried to draw some stuff from an image in the dictionary because they had these little images. So I was pretty good at figuring out the shapes of the images and the lines. But this took me probably 4 hours to make, if not more. 4 hours to make. And my shading is not bad because I was copying the same image in the dictionary. I was good at looking at things, but I was totally off by doing stuff from imagination. Now I do imagination stuff and it's like very cool. Lindsay, how you doing? We're showing off the old garbage. Now here we have another one. This is pretty much a masterpiece of that time. Did I put no, nothing dates on that? Do I put a date on this? This is powerful stuff. This one was, man, I put a lady on that back. That's so hilarious. I put turbo 375, not sure why. And then there was like pool balls on that, turbo. And then you have Andre, and then I have a sort of a cat look figure. Anyways, weird stuff. Automatic, that's automatic, you know, in French, automatic. And I was in French school, but look at that. Now it's hard to see, but this little fella in the car is so small, he's like driving into this thing right there. Right on that spot there. It is like fire. And then you have this whatever lady in the back, the backlit, she is in there, but it's like a poster. My name is on top of it, André Poulard. You've got the sunset in the back. You got the cheap tree looking thing. And that's what it is. I'm a winner. I felt good when I was drawing this up, man. That's amazing. Then I started drawing all these things. Donald Duck. That's from the books from school. I saw these images and I draw these just by looking at it. So that was more accurate in that. When I was a kid, 10 years old, I drew some of the stuff. Say this one here, Mickey Mouse. I saw this on the box of the Super Nintendo because it's art stuff, but I always look at the image and draw it this way. And I was able to see it. as I see it, the lines and stuff. And I drew this like, I don't know, man, more than 50 times on the same paper. I got okay by drawing this by looking at the images. Studies, right? Studies kind of works this way. I did not know. Yeah, man, this is old stuff. What else is there? Man. Oh, this piece I was proud of. People wanted to buy this garbage. It's called the Dragon. You can see it. The Dragon. You got the small soldier on the back. I was surprised I was able to draw this little guy just like that, because it looks pretty accurate to me. But the dragon, I don't know. The rocks are more like diamond shapes. I don't know. But the foot and the tendons and all this muscle stuff, totally off. It's all bubbled up. It's crazy. And then you got this guy attempting Dragon Ball Z style, but is it gonna work? Come on. Dragon Ball Z style, trying to attempt this from imagination. It's not bad, but he is fat. Yeah. You got the horse from the farms. The horse from the farms. And that is an image from the dictionary. You already know because it looks pretty accurate by looking at things. My very cheap Mickey Mouse. It's so poor. Look at the colors. There's so much shading. Yes, of course. Not sure what happened to his face, but I'll take it. It's old stuff, man. It's insane. What else is there? This is an image from the dictionary. I drew a dog. Hey, I'm drawing dogs today. Well, damn. That's my career today. I like the actual moon behind the head. That's the symbolism thing that I like to do. Still today. It's crazy, man. South Park and Dragon Ball Z crossovers. I guess so, eh? It's la garbage maximisée. These are more like, these are new, like this stuff. It's from Ninja Turtle. I'd like to draw stuff from Ninja Turtles. I'm not even sure what that is, but it's a monster face and looks like a pig. I like to do this stuff, but then I put the perspective in there, but I kind of messed up the perspective a bit, but it's kind of cool. I don't know. I tried to be my perfect perspective mindset back then. It's crazy. This, I'm not sure what that is. I was drawing animals. Beasts. Not sure why I was drawing some beast, but if you can see, it's all blurred. Come on, mister. So it's all beast. Not sure what that beast is. Hard to feel what that is. This one has eyes. So I drew these. In the background. These are like orbs. I see this as purple orbs, and they're kind of trying to protect this world. I don't know. I saw some Zelda stuff, and I like to do this Zelda things. It's hard to see. You can barely see it, but its face. Oh man, its face is there. That's the background. This was back in 2000, yeah, so year 2000, no? Yeah, year 2000. Is it working? 2005. Wow, I was pretty close. April 30th in 2005. I wrote my time, my date on this one. That's pretty cool. 2005. So you guys have seen the cheap stuff, man. That's insane. Like really, if you come from a ridiculous thing from 1996, 30 years later, and you come from some other thing like this lion over there, that's kind of nuts. Like, you don't expect to think that this will be the thing that you'll be doing one day when you see this garbage. It's ridiculous versus to this. And I'm seeing this, it's like, wow, I did not fail whatsoever. But I did fail a lot. Like who taught me how to draw properly? That's the question. Who teach me how to draw properly? Who teach me how to use colors properly? And who teach me to draw things accurately? Because if I don't practice, I can't find a solution with my experience. So somehow I molded myself to draw so much that I ended up doing these realistic stuff. It's crazy, man. This dragon, yeah, he's angry, right? Big time. Like, I really failed. Thank you for letting me know I failed back then, but that does not matter anymore because I upgraded my skills, and you can laugh alone. Shoot. So anybody tells me that I can't draw, well, he's right, because back then I failed. I couldn't even understand what the heck colors was, man. So you at the age of 20, how old are you, man? 17? You guys are painting stuff way advanced than me. At your age, you guys are pretty professionals to me. It's crazy, man. But we all have a path of something. Where did I put it? This Dragon Ball Z guy really got snapped. But you know what? All these Dragon Ball Z characters, man, they were all always like angry people. No wonder I was an angry guy. It's nonsense. But yeah, it's amazing to see the difference every day. To see this happening and realize that my drawing now is just way better, and I'm still drawing, and I don't think I will give up ever. I will never give up no matter what. Like, why should I give up when I saw this comparison, like comparing it to that? 20, wish I was 17 again. I feel like I haven't improved art since I was 17. Ah! Seriously? That's the thing. If you have a sort of a suitcase, I would suggest to keep those things. I don't know if you still have those drawings that you had back then. Like, somebody that keeps drawings at 5 years old, it's mind-blowing. I had some people draw my face to remind myself, like, this is what I used to be. You know, I have to show you these things. It's crazy. If I can find it. If you guys want to laugh at my face, absolutely. All right, I got a couple. I have a portfolio of this stuff because these are the drawings that people, the kids, have seen. And they actually enjoy drawing my face. And it's totally one of the coolest thing I've ever seen. And then you can go on Photoshop and start drawing your face. Okay, I'm gonna show you this, okay? Now, one of the kids drew my face. This is very interesting. I gotta check this up. But, you know, you're 17 years old, but would your painting look like this? If it's going to autofocus, is it going to look like that? He drew my face. That's... Now you're talking about the maybe like 7 years old person that drew my face. That's incredible. I have this in my hand from a kid that drew my face. Now look at this. This guy is pretty much more advanced than the other, but I can't judge what it is because it's a benefit to my brain. Not sure why. Look at that. I'm putting this right in front of my face, and that's how I look. It's pretty cool. And then you have like these crazy hairstyle going on top of it. The monobrow and the teeth, and then they got the shading on the back. I'm not sure what's happening with the ears. The ears are like veins or hair. Is it hair? I think it's hair coming out of this. He saw some hair into my ears. Very messed up. But you know what? I like it. You have to let people go. And then when you go fro, you go like this guy. He wants to draw my fro. I look like this apparently, so that's pretty cool. Not sure how I look like this, but I like it. And look at his signage. He put his sign. Look at how nice this signature is. How the heck did he got the signature like this when the other person can't even draw? It's crazy. And then another person drew my face. I look like an India guy. I'm not sure how this is possible. Really. I was probably like bald. I didn't have my hat. I don't even know what that is. But look at his signature, man. The signature is amazing. I don't know. They have like the flow in their signature. It's a natural thing. Oh, man. Here goes this one. Man, this, it's hard to focus. Focus! Okay. I'm not sure what this thing is, but there's a hat. It kind of looks like me. He did put some shading, or I'm not even sure what that is, but pretty cool guy. But again, look at the signature. I think they copied on my signature. They tried to copy my signature. Copyright infringement. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Nonsense. The chances I get these drawings going on. And it's funny because the whole box here is full of garbage of sketches. Thousands of garbage in here. All going in the garbage. But there's some nice portraits of drawings here. Like the Tao. Can you imagine? I became this guy after 20, 30 years drawing these kind of cool shape. You know? This is what I like to draw. This is the things. Look at this guy. His smashed out faces. Love it. And then you got this dog. It's all these things, man. Never gave up. Even though it's like the worst stuff on the planet, like this Mad Dragon Ball Z. Look at his face. We were talking about the space. Well, here's his face. Ha! You're pretty dense. At least the teeth are pretty good. But the rest is garbage. Amazing. But yeah, so never give up. This is the life we have been given today. Wow, 12:20. Okay, I'm pretty close to kind of like finish this garbage. But this is the thing. I frustrated for years to get where I'm at. 30 years of insanity. Okay. I'm still alive. 42 years old. Now that's a miracle. Because I'm able to still be alive with all this craziness going on. I don't even have a high school diploma. Somehow I skipped all this school stuff. I skipped from 4th grade to a new job at 17 years old. And I always survived. Some people didn't allow me to become an artist in class. They didn't give me classes for the art stuff. At the end of all this stuff, it's like, I'm still drawing. You cannot remove the things that's meant for your life, man. It's so crazy. And it's such a thing back then that, you know, drawing was a distraction of your own studies, of your school. But the reality is you learn more by drawing. I think, like, to me, any art form that you're inspired to overcome life, the ups and downs, because this is what's going to be part of it. No matter what, it is a relationship that will never quit on you, but you may quit on it. Nobody can take it away from you. That's a very secure relationship to me, because I'm developing myself while never giving up. So that's a privilege to learn about myself. And I go through pain to learn stuff. So it's a powerful thing. So that's why, like, canvases and breaking it up, it is an art form. It is a place to let go and to learn what we can do with this nonsense. I want to break canvases. Like, it's back to this thing. There's no limit. If I was able to draw my face all fried, or making a Dragon Ball Z look like a goofball, I didn't have any control off my pencil, but I still kept going, even though it looked so bad. But at that time, I actually enjoyed it in some ways. What is that supposed to mean? It's so weird. No, I say nothing. I didn't get any diploma at schools. And I skipped school from the 4th, because whatever scenario happened is, now I'll do it in a short way of saying it, but at the 4th grade, that grade was going back to the, actually I skipped my first year, or my second year, and I redone my second year, and then I passed my second year, and then I went to the 3rd. Then I passed my 3rd, right on the edge. And then I went to the 4th. And then when I went to the 4th, we had to switch to schools because it was a different school. Gaspé, man. It's weird. But it was in Quebec, though. And this school was 4 to 6 grades. Cool. And I remember when I played the video games with these kids and Game Boy and all that stuff. That was fun. But the thing is, I had some art classes in there on the 4th grade and the 5th grade, but it was not with a teacher. It was just inside of the class that's just single. So anyways, the 4th grade, I skipped it. I didn't pass, but the 4th grade was moving back to the younger kids class, and they were just going to make that school 5 to 6. And then they are the one that decided for me to jump on the 5th. This is weird. On the 5th grade, I skipped my 4th. They put me on 5th, and they decided to skip my 6th to go on my 7th, which is special education. So when I did not pass my 5th, I didn't care because I couldn't pass or not. I didn't even know. But I did not pass because the grade was too high. And then they skipped me the 6th to go on the special education grade 7 on the other school. That was for the teenagers. So I went there, special education. Then from that point on, I basically failed. They didn't give me classes for the art stuff because I was drawing all the time. And basically, I was doing art stuff no matter what. doesn't matter. I had some kids around me that was drawing, so I draw with them a couple of hours straight. We had these class, like our class was taking breaks, and we were just kind of like, sometimes people will go computer or draw some stuff. So we started drawing. There was a lot of drawing this time, but it was not art classes. It's dumb. I was inspired to go to the art class, but it says no, you can't go there. Oh man, I knew some people that was there, and it's family members that I knew. So, but I couldn't go there. But I saw some pretty cool stuff. I saw Lee's doing a leopard, and now I'm actually painting. I'm drawing a lion. Maybe that's what I have to go. It's leopard, because I remember it like yesterday. So that thing, we decided to go to Montreal, and then they put me back to the same class at grade. No, actually, they skipped me. That's the weirdest thing. I went to Montreal in 1999. They put me in grade 8. I'll put it that way because that's how we work in Moncton. Grade 8, special education. I failed that. And then when I failed this up, they brought me back to another school, but they put me back on the special education, grade 7. And then, bam, nothing at all. I skipped everything. I don't have any influence of, I think I did not get the influence of the education system, so I see things outside the box, because we're so struck by the system structures that we forgot to express ourselves in a free way. And I think it's in place for that specific reason. It's limiting our freedom when you put so much rules in our heads right from the beginning. Why do we have some schools that put rules in our life? Who uses this education today with this mathematics and all that stuff manually? We all have the AI generated things. We all have their calculation, or people don't even use calculator anymore. It's ChatGPT, clack, we got a result. This is changing the entire life. That's the freedom we are looking for, somehow. But then the school are teaching us some stuff, and the school system is so fried that it's leading us in a sense where it's making us forget who we are as a person, because they're trying to put a certain direction that we should think this way, but we should not. But cool thing about Moncton and this place here is they're really strong on the art side of things, because that's like a place where you can be free, and we need this even more. That's why Canvas Breaker could be a thing that's going to be massive, because we're so limited in so many ways. Any kids would love to destroy a canvas because they're so stacked with so much rules in life. This time it's time to break some canvases. But yeah, that's the thing. So I skipped the whole school, man. And then my cousin came to my place, and he offered me a job, which was the most amazing, comfortable job on the planet. I will never get a job like this. And I was given that job for the first time. I didn't go end up at a retail store. I did not know no influence of what is the real life out there. That's what they were talking about, real life out there. I was there till 28 years old, so I had like 8 years straight in that school, more than that. And I lived there, and I knew these people that worked with me. My cousin, it was not a retail mindset where they're compressing you. It was a personal job. It was a personal business. So you're not a number. You're actually valued in the sense where they don't lie to you. They don't manipulate you. They don't force call you. They don't do things that is such a messed up situation in so many things in life. In the retail world, we're destroying our human being capacity of being true to ourselves, because we're damaging ourselves from deep down by doing things that's not honest. I see this and I hate it. But it's normal to hate that, because the truth always speaks, and we're trying to hide the truth. and most people hide the truth, does things that's not good for the soul. So I'm not a fan of the retail mindset in life, because they're compressing us so much. And it's all about money. It's all about like how much money that will make for this person, so I can squeeze this thing out of him to make another profit for something. I don't know what I want, but I think I want something bigger than what this guy was for me. So why not just ditch this person that can't give me some money and just hire another person? That's so easy, right? How to manipulate the system to get more profit out of this life. It's messed up. But when I found myself by doing art stuff, I saw opportunity of doing this stuff, and it's healing to me. And there's always a positive way of doing things. So yeah, so over time I worked there for till I was 28, and I sold we sold the house in Montreal. My grandmother was living there. And then from there, I quit my job. I left my friends because he was stuck on some stuff, drug stuff. He was smoking weed. I didn't like that. It was draining me. You know, it's against my spirit. Why would I go there? It's a boundary that I didn't know how important it was, but now today I know how important it is, because that's the state of peace. It's the state of my peace that I do not want to disturb anymore. So my boundaries got hit so many times that I'm okay. I want to live the life that I've been provided today, because tomorrow's not guaranteed. Why not be my best self and stop hurting myself? Try to find the things that truly nourishes who I am. That's the mindset that I have today. And whoever is putting me backwards emotionally, I know my boundaries, I would say no. You know, even though I sometimes like I would feel pressure from someone, and I see that the motive of the person is not there, right, to my own understanding, and it's hitting through my nourished state, I will leave this place. I will not continue business with this man or this person, because the mindset of motive is not nourishing. It's all about grasping how much money I can get from this person. I don't like that sort of thing. I want to nourish life, to heal it in a sense, because my presence of life today is a gift. And if tomorrow I did some stuff that I went against my boundaries, I will create regrets. So I can't pretend who I am, because that's refining the place I want to be. So this is very important to me, because that's leading exactly where I want to be. And it's nobody can tell me what to do. That's the thing. Nobody will tell me what I nourish myself with. Nobody can know this except for myself, by experience, the experience of life that I've been given. And I want that to be nourishing me. So nobody can tell me what to nourish myself with. And that's what is important. So God is present to my life. That's what I want to be. Can't deny it. It saved my life. But it put me in a place where I know where to go, in a sense. Better direction. I protect that, because it's you know, God wants to protect your soul, wants to carry it in a gentle way, and wants to prosper your life, doesn't want to destroy it. And it's such a mindset in life. It is such a mindset in life that, you know, it's been educated to people that God is wrong, but God is there to nourish your life. To me, it's nourishing my life like nothing before. I'm surrounding myself with these things because it's protecting who I am. It's telling me where to go. I can't deny that. So when I came here, I was super depressed. I lost all things. I was working out. I had a schedule. I had finance. I had a comfortable job like no other. As if I win the lottery of billions of dollars and didn't have to follow anything. And then I left it. I lost my soul. I put too much trust in the space where I was put in. I didn't believe I could overcome this because it was too hard. 2008 was a massive depression. Massive depression. I was lost. And the only thing that kept me alive was the music on my computer. I was making music. It was a chaotic time. It's insane. When I left that job and I said to my boss I quit, I felt it was the wrong decision. That's insane. It totally lost my soul. I thought this was the purpose of my life. That job was my purpose. But it was not. After 10 years of doing this art stuff, I reinverted. I trusted the path without even knowing it. What was going to bring me. And I was so depressed. And I was so angered all these years. Pissed off. The first 3 years I decided, forget. When I finished the Mackenzie College, it's not the way to go. But it gave me the boost. They invested in the thing they saw in me. Wow, that's cool. Despite when the time I was super depressed during this time, very painful to me. Because I lost everything. They don't know how I feel, but I lost everything. I did a bankruptcy because the finance has been changed dramatically from a good wage to a minimum wage. I was in debt in 10K. I did bankruptcy. I had no choice. Chaotic, like crazy, man. Emotionally, could not tolerate stuff, but music kept me there. I was inspired. I was still creating. That moment when I lost everything, my music became a new thing. It was actually it got better with time. So music is another place to heal myself. But after that, 10 years of comparing myself to people with my art stuff, I wanted to make it as a living. I was comparing myself to game designers. I saw this online. It's like, I want to become like a graphic designer for this character design. That's so cool. What's cool does not mean that it's who you are as a person. And when I'm trying to compare myself, that's what I realized. When I'm trying to compare myself to these people, I wanted to become them. But it's not who I am. I was lost. I did not know what to do. But I kept doing it. Even though it was hard on me. I met some people with conventions and stuff like that. They told me some suggestions to do and all that stuff. It's all self-taught on my own journey of accepting the fears through it to not know where to go. But I know something's going to happen at some point. And then COVID happens, 2020, and I'm like, shoot, COVID is coming. And the cost of living went so high. What am I going to do? I'm working at minimum wage. I was praying a lot. But somehow life has prepared me for something I don't even know. And then one person sends me a freaking, can you draw my dog? And that totally changed my entire life. I don't even know how. And it's just like the new thing in life that made me who I am today. And it's refining the grateful place to be because I'm healing and putting comfort. And somehow I'm able to bring life to these animals 95% of the time. Even though it's an image that's blurred, I'm still able to get life out of it. This is weird, man. What is that? That has been put in me for a long time. And maybe that's what people saw in my art stuff. But this thing, I wish I knew 10 years ago. So I could have bought myself a house or do things. But I have to accept the plan that's been given to me. Because God has already planned this plan. Why not just focus on the work of itself so that life will plan a new door to go through? Because that's what happened to me. So I trust that path with less anxiety of where I need to go. So trusting this thing has led me to where I'm at today. And I have a life out of the art life, which is a freedom that I'm able to live. A lot of people don't have that. And my cost of living is kind of low. I'm able to sustain that in a way. And that changed my life since today. So all of this experience is truly who I am. No matter what I cannot deny the path I've went through, because comparing myself, looking at people's work, being jealous about people's ways of doing things, that's not fair and he's better than me. Like all this egoistical thing drove me nuts. But it was the process of developing my authentic self through that. I don't know what to guide a person towards an art career or anything career, because mine is different in a sense, and everybody's journey is different. What I can say is maybe that's the way to go. That's the path I've taken. That's the path I had to go through. That's the way that I had to suffer to become where I'm at. That's a huge load of garbage. But there's a huge load of good things. And the caricature I do today is representing my personality. I did that when I was a kid. I did some drawings for caricatures for people at school, and they bought it for $1. I was already a salesman down there, but who knows? But these things, I don't know. I drew also my teacher in Montreal with a caricature thing. I had some templates of things. I liked it. They laughed it. So, but today I draw them all weird. I'm okay with that. I don't even mind. And it's like we're laughing through all this stuff. It's reflecting who I am. That's why the broken canvases is even more crazier, because it's showing my frustrations of life. But that's it, man. It's powerful. I need to express those things because I'm an artist and I go through life that's hard. And I go through life with it's good. I go through life with love and hate. I go through life by comparing myself, to be jealous, to not be jealous, to laugh at people and to laugh at myself. and so many things that a human being goes through. I have to accept that, because if I don't, I will pretend my life. And everybody has the same emotions, because human being is one source of energy. It's human beings. We compare ourselves so many things. I've done drugs. Who did not? Well, there's a lot of people that did a lot of it. You know, it's like you got to embrace the life that you've been given, because that's the gift that you've been allowed to have, and use that. And finding this thing can guide you exactly where you need to be. But be gentle with yourself. That's the thing. But even though being gentle does not exist sometimes. Gotta be true, man. But yeah, no. You have some skills, man. That's me too. Homeschooling did that for me. See? Homeschooling. Sorry, I didn't read your comments too much. I was always homeschooled. Don't remember how far I got, probably like grade 10, because my mental health got too bad to focus on anything. But yet you were able to focus on art stuff, because your skills are pretty amazing. That's me too, and homeschooling did that for me. See? Grade 10. The school can't define the person that you are. Not even art teachers can tell you what you are. Sometimes we get affirmation from the external, but get the affirmation of your own internal way, because that's exactly, to me, the development of knowing yourself. When you struggle, you go through it alone. You go through it alone. Nobody knows how you feel, but you do have to battle yourself in those moments, and you're still alive. That's a gift. It's a giving. You have that experience. I saw it on your arms. So your feelings matters, because that's the story you tell through your life, or anything you create. You will outsource this in the sense that you don't even know, at the deepest place that you don't understand, because that's what's been given to you since the beginning of this life. I don't know what that is, but I surely know it's in there somewhere, because your paintings are pretty good. Look, I've seen it, and it's telling a story somehow. The colors are bright and the colors are cool, so I don't know. There's something in there. Whoever tells you you cannot do it, you say yes to yourself. because those people are telling you what to do and you can't do it, they are limiting their own lives. Don't take that for a serious thing. But be gentle to yourself. You know, that's the thing. You know, people fire people. Doesn't mean that you're gonna lose your life. Actually, you gain a life. Because sometimes when you're in pain, you find new things about yourself. And that's guiding you towards a better self. That's the boundaries that you have putting into your life. That's the powerful thing, man. Nobody can take away the experience you've had given. And following this up in a powerful healing way, man, St. George Ensemble decided to do some photo art stuff for the homeless that's going through hard times. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly what this is, but I saw an opportunity to be present in this light when there's so much darkness in it. That's a privilege to be in there. Gotta be careful, be wise enough to say limits are there, but sharing my light to it has probably brightened up a lot of people in it, and I have to be myself in that. That's a place to be grateful to share, you know, but they are putting awareness for this thing. That's hard in life. Some people have it harder than others, but I'm not sure if this is true because the emotions are still in the up and down. So we're all been given the struggles, the pain, and the gain in different ways. But being present today can kind of change somebody's life just by saying something. Thank you for sharing this stuff. Makes me feel like I make it out okay. But yeah, of course, man. That's the thing. Thank you for sharing this stuff. Now, if I share myself today as the deepest place possible, I think I'm gonna die very gratefully tonight. Not gonna say it this way, but I will say it this way. I will die gratefully tonight because I shared myself to the best I can with the things I went through. Because it's reflecting the sense of probably who you are as what you went through in life or relations to that. I cannot know the experience you went through. I cannot know this thing. But somehow I can speak about the pain that I went through in life. And then if this is giving hope, then I gave my light to this world before I die. This is what Jesus Christ stands for. He accepted the path, he knew the path. He did not pretend, he didn't try to fit in. Because if he tried to fit in, it would be forced, not natural, but trying to be himself the best he can inside of 33 years. He could have lived for 100 years, but his time was 33 years and he knew about it. He fully gave himself, pure, 100%, full honesty. You want to know about him? Read the Bible. You want to know about his word? He's here. No matter what, he is here. I'm going to get emotional because it saved my life to know that God's presence is among my soul, and I nourish myself with something that's 2,000 years ago. It's mind-blowing. I can't find anything else that can nourish my soul this way. I have to trust this thing. So for me to share that today, I will die happy tonight. I'm pretty deep, but I have to say it this way. That's why I'm trying to fulfill my drawings into that presence, because when I die tonight, this is what's going to be left. The presence of my pure self in these, with a meaningful message. And that's what I live for. You cannot buy that thing. I don't know how this is possible. I'm 42 years old, I'm still alive. Everybody dies today. You can't avoid it. You can't avoid the death of life. But you can cherish the day that you have been given today. And whoever judges the day that you've got, they forgot their gift they've been given today. Share the best self of what you can express. Make a difference, even though it's small. That's worth living to me. It's the way to go. And I want to search myself even more by journaling. I will refine the line how to find the nourishment of who I am. If it leads me to go to church, I don't go to church, but I'm leading myself to where is this nourishment specifically. Because the more I know this nourishment, the more I will become my true self. Because I don't want to go backwards where pain is, where there's a lot of hurt, but I want to go towards the place that has healing to me. If I refine this mastery of life, then I know how to love myself despite the power that's been given and the hurt that's been given. Witnessing my hurt has given me a leadership towards where to nourish myself. My pain, when I was so low, I went exactly where I knew how to nourish myself. Why and how did I know this? Somehow my pain drove me there because I knew this was there. My experience of life doing art stuff and doing singing and all that stuff has driven me to know where to go to truly nourish myself even more. It's amazing. And nobody can actually tell me where that is. It's the hope of life that nobody can understand until you find it for your own. The experience you go through life, that's the thing. Doesn't matter if you create stuff. It's the creativity to listen to your intuition. What nourishes you? It's a very defined feeling. Over time, I'm 42 years old and I did not know this as much as today. 20 years ago, I did not know. Man, 30 years ago, I didn't even know how to draw. I was drawing like abstract nonsense from Dragon Ball Z. But it led me to really refine where these things refine me of what I nourish myself with. Yeah, and somehow I wish people could find this. But I can only tell the experience of life will lead you there. How much experience do you want? Experience your life. Journaling has boosted that level very dramatically, especially when I surround myself with these things on my walls. Now I may change this eventually, but little things that reminds me of the pain that I went through, it's on my wall. And the things that nourish me during this time is reminding me, I know where to go to feel myself better. Instantly I go to my room, I read some stuff. It reminds me to feel good. Because I know I had pain, those very defined, delicate feeling I was crying alone, right? We're a human being, we will cry in our suffering alone. We're fighting it alone. Nobody will tell you how to nourish yourself alone. You will find yourself alone, in a sense. And then it's like, I have these things on my walls that's, if I have a hard day, I will look at certain things and it's like, that feels good. The path of life, your presence, there is fullness of joy. In your right hand are pleasures forevermore. That's a verse, but there is things that I say to myself that is the same feeling. Right? Even though I don't believe the things I say to myself, if it's a positive thing and it feels somehow nourishing, I told myself on the wall, I am becoming a saint. I want to become a saint. I will be a saint. Somehow this helps me to feel better. Write it on the wall. Right on the wall. It doesn't matter what it is. If your intuition says it's nourishing you, put it on the wall. Read it. Surround yourself with these little things, but the pain will show you. That's the thing. When I'm so low, that's exactly where I need to go to know where I need to heal. It's a powerful thing. And always empower your future in a sense where you think that the future has no future. Go against that thought and say, there will be a massive change in my life. That negative thoughts is going away the more I go against it. It's a battle through the thoughts. That's why I did a lot of journaling this year. Yeah, no, Tensi, you have a good night. And thank you for listening. And I know that my intuition says that I uplifted something in you. I don't know what it is, but I'm grateful that it's there. Because every time I feel something like this, it's because it's true. And it's too profound to express it. But I have said something. I have said something to a level where it kind of somewhat did something. So remember those things, because that's the nourishment of your life. Those things that's been said and heard, those are the things that heals the soul. If you're inspired and you feel good, find more of that. This is worth living, even though times are hard. So, whatever I said, I'm grateful to die today because of you. Knock on wood, I don't die. But it's the deepness of what I'm saying. Life has sent you here for a reason. I don't know why, but I'm glad I did. It's powerful, man. I wish you a good night. And keep in touch. And now I'll try to keep going with this tiger. Lion of the crazy man. Probably use this now. I like when I say stuff like this because it's recorded, and now I will play it on YouTube and see if it compress this up. It's pretty cool. Thank you for letting me express myself the way I want it to be, because it's leading to a place where it's very powerful. Thank you. 1:10.
Okay, so I got about 20 minutes to play around with this.
Waiting for your Kick up. Very good. Very good, very good.